Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are testing something that claims to be bulletproof. The new Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Now if you are an Indian woman living abroad, juggling work, kids, social life and a whole lot of Zoom calls, this one's for you. This foundation has been relaunched with new shades and an updated formula, so I'm going to test it for real life. Like the kind of day where you are juggling work and home stuff, doing school pickups and drop-offs, running to meetings, grabbing groceries, taking care of the kids, taking them to their extracurricular activities and still need to look put together until you're finally back home, where this whole cycle starts all over again. I'm telling you, I never knew I could do so many things. I could get so much done in a day until I had kids. My experience with my first child has been really challenging. It was like my entire life changed completely. A whole lot of struggles. But my second one was pretty easy. I think I'm just going off the topic. So coming back to this beautiful foundation, it claims 24-hour wear, transfer resistance, and that it's humidity proof. And we are going to find that out together. Because if any place can really put that to test, it's where I live. I'm in Panama, Central America, which is one of the most humid places on the planet. So if this foundation holds up here, you know it's the real deal. The foundation also comes in 56 shades, and I will be testing the wear, the finish, the shade match, and whether it actually works for our Indian skin tones without making us look ashy or flat. So on this side, I'll be using a brush. On this side, I'll be using my sponge, because let's be real, we all have our rush tools. Between, I forgot to mention, this has been gifted by the brand, and I picked up the shade 4N2 Spiced Sand because it looked more neutral and had less of that golden warm undertone. And can I just say, I love how the brand showcased the shade range. They have included most human undertones, golden, olive, neutral brown, and shown swatches on different skin tones, plus full-size applications on various complexions. That's such a win when you are shopping for foundation online. It really helps you get a better idea of your closest match. So let's begin application. One thing I would like to say, I wonder why it does not have any pump dispenser or any sort of applicator, because how am I supposed to apply it? It feels like I'm going back in time. So I have some foundation here on my hand. Let me see how much I need to. I think I should first go in with my finger and just dab it all over, because if I go in with my brush, I feel I might pick up too much. I still have quite a lot left on my hand. Let's see if we need to build it up. What do you think about the shade match? I think it's close. Let's see how it wears through the day, if it oxidizes or not. So I'm going in on the other side with my sponge. Wow, I think both sides look smooth. Of course, this side has more coverage than this one because the sponge gives you less of a coverage than the brush. This one definitely looks more polished, and of course, like, it has hidden a lot of, you know, those tiny marks on the skin. Let's see if we can build it up. I still have a lot of foundation on my hand, so I'm going to use now my brush. And the other side, we will go in with the sponge. And I don't want to take more foundation. I feel like I have a lot of foundation, but having said that, it does not feel like I have so much foundation. You saw how much product I had in the beginning, but it definitely does not look like so much on my face. Wow. I did not wear any primer today because I want to see how this foundation performs on its own. So any pigmentation that was around my mouth, especially areas here and here, they look quite evened out. I wouldn't say that there is no need to apply any concealer, but still on its own, I think it's enough. It gives a good coverage, and still my skin looks like skin and feels like skin. For some reason, it does not feel heavy at all. Also, I don't think there is any gray cast, but I feel it's a little teeny bit lighter, but we'll see how it sits through the day. If it oxidizes, you know, then matches my skin tone. Let's see. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I might use some concealer as well, little bit, just little bit, because I don't want to overload the base layer with products that I don't get to see how it performs. I'm done with the rest of my face and this is how I look right now. The finish is super smooth. It feels like satin matte finish and I really like it. I haven't used any primer, as I said in the beginning. There is no mattifying primer and I still feel, as of now, the makeup is fresh right now, yeah? As of now, it looks matte, but at the same time, the shine is exactly on the right places. The finish is awesome. I really like it. But from my experience of using the Estee Lauder concealer, I remember my T-zone used to get really oily by the end of the day. So we'll see if that happens again with this foundation. And it's 11:55 a.m. right now. I will check back in after 3 hours and let you know how this foundation wears. Because right now I am in temperature controlled room and I don't really get to see exactly how this will evolve throughout the day. The real test begins as soon as I'm out of this room in the real humidity. And let's see then if this foundation can really stand that. So quick check-in, it's almost 3 hours now. I've been out and about. You can tell that very clearly from how my hair is looking. I picked up some groceries. It's been a beautiful day with on and off rain. It's not super hot, but it's definitely very, very humid. I also made lunch for the kids since they will be home soon and I just had my lunch too, which you can probably tell from how my lipstick looks. But the foundation hasn't budged. It has become a bit dewy, like my face looks, I wouldn't call it oily yet, and I'm telling you guys it's quite humid outside. One thing I want to mention here, from being outside in the humidity, I can now feel the foundation on my skin. It feels different from how it felt right in the beginning. It feels like there is something over there on my face. But it's not uncomfortable and I feel it looks pretty good. Usually my foundation starts breaking over here and it hasn't as much. Wow. I'm not going to touch my face now. I'm not going to do any sort of touch up because I want to see how this would stand like a 6-hour test or a 9-hour test. So stay tuned. A quick check-in 6 hours later, it's still holding up beautifully, no patchiness, no strange creasing, and I haven't even powdered or touched up today, as you can probably tell. It still looks great, just a bit more dewy now. I'm really tempted to blot my face with a tissue to absorb the excess oil, but I'm holding off until I do the 9-hour check-in. Even so, it still looks pretty amazing. My skin appears even, there is no creasing, just a slight oily sheen. It really feels like the kind of foundation you don't have to babysit throughout the day. Also, side note, we are running late for the kids' karate class, hoping we make it on time. Alright, it's 9 p.m. and 9 hours later. I've made dinner, eaten it, cleaned up the entire mess from the day and I'm ready to call it. If you are in a temperature controlled air conditioned space with dry air, I don't think it's gonna get oily. But in humid weather, it does get oily, especially around my nose. In fact, it's looking oily enough now that I'm going ahead with blotting using a tissue to see if there is any pigment transfer. I don't know why, but I have a feeling it's going to transfer. The transfer is still not as much and I'm really surprised. But to be fair, this is after 9 hours of wear, so I don't think it's a big deal. So if you're someone who goes straight from work to, say, dinner, to a cultural event, any event or any other place, this foundation can definitely take you through the day. Just make sure to touch up a little bit. In my case, I think the tissue blotting trick is more than enough. Besides the oil, everything is still even. The foundation is intact and there is absolutely negligible creasing. Under the eyes, it still looks quite nice, and around the mouth, it has creased very slightly, but you would only see that if you pay a lot of attention. So who is this foundation for? If you're someone who wants zero fuss, long wear makeup, you will love this. If you have oily to combination skin, this stays put without looking cakey. And if you have struggled to find the shade for Indian undertones, this new launch, I believe, finally gets it right with so many shades. This is definitely a high performance foundation. What I love most, it looks polished but not overdone. It works for both everyday working women and dressed up party vibes. And honestly, for those of us living abroad, managing life in 2 cultures, we need product that keep up with us. And this one does. So let me know in the comments, would you try this foundation or you've already tried it and what do you think about it? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new uploads. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.